Hello, everyone. I'm family medicine specialist Young-Jin Kim. I'd like to discuss changes in consumer concerns since COVID-19. I will briefly go over consumer skin concerns and recent skincare trends for de-aging skincare. Human life expectancy is increasing thanks to the development of medical technology. Naturally, there's growing interest in external health and extending youth, beyond simple inner health and disease-free lives. In particular, the demand for maintaining youthful skin is increasing as it determines first impressions. I hope this section will give more accurate information and help consumers who want a young and healthy skin complexion. Before we delve deeper into an explanation of today's topic, let's find out about the skin's function and aging process. Skin is the barrier between the body and the external environment. It accounts for about 17% of our body weight and has a very complex structure and function. Your skin protects your body by preventing moisture, electrolytes, and proteins from escaping. It controls your body temperature and protects your body with its immune functions. The skin is remarkably durable and has strong connective tissues. The skin gets thicker and thicker until growth hormones peak in your 20s. Hormonal levels start decreasing between your late 20s and the late 30s when aging begins. As a result, the number of cells and the rate of cell division decreases and all the layers that make up the skin become thinner. Especially for areas that get a lot of sun exposure such as the face, neck, arms, and hands, the skin becomes thinner at a faster rate. On average, the thickness of the epidermis gets thinner by 5 to 6% every 10 years. In addition, collagen tissue, which plays an important role maintaining skin elasticity in the dermis layer, begins to deteriorate, decreasing its cell count and thinning the skin. As a result, facial fat gradually sags downwards from its original position due to gravity. The areas where the early signs of skin aging are most noticeable are around the eyes and both cheeks, an area called the ribbon zone or butterfly zone. This zone is the greatest concern for women in their 20s and 30s. As skin elasticity decreases, it starts sagging down and fine wrinkles start appearing in each area. Pores will start expanding due to these external factors. As the amount of time wearing masks has increased recently, problems due to humidity and poor ventilation affect both cheeks covered by the masks. Additionally, the number of young women having skin problems such as pimples on the tip of the chin has increased. Early control is very important because aging in these areas can also lead to lowered self-confidence, as the areas around the eyes are what attracts the most attention when making a first impression of someone. The areas around the eyes and cheeks are where you can find the early signs of skin aging. If you take care of these areas early on, you would be able to maintain younger skin longer, right? So why does skin composition change with the start of the aging process? There are two theories. The first is the theory that it is genetically determined at birth. It posits that how the skin ages over a lifetime is already programmed into your DNA. In other words, the rate of aging is predetermined so that the skin ages as you get older. The second one is the theory that skin aging progresses gradually, with gradual damage from external factors during your life. Let's take a deeper look into this theory. Throughout your life, your cells use oxygen, right? However, while oxygen is being used in the human body, cells make an unstable form of oxygen called free oxygen radicals. These free oxygen radicals are oxygen molecules in which the number of electrons orbiting the atom are not matched. Oxygen is in a stable form when its electrons are paired in an even number, but turns unstable when the electrons are in an odd number. It has the property of stabilizing itself by stealing electrons from surrounding molecules in order to match its own. In this process, the molecules around it lose electrons and are damaged. Of course, there is a good amount of free radicals circulating in the lymphatic system that helps control the immune system and also plays a role in killing invading diseases. But if there are too many, they leak into the blood vessels, causing an inflammatory reaction and various vascular diseases. These vascular diseases cause not only systematic circulatory disorders, but excess free radicals also travel through blood vessels and cause gradual damage to surrounding tissues, reducing the function of organs. Skin aging happens as damage accumulates in the skin over the years. In other words, as long as we use oxygen to live, free oxygen radicals will be created continuously, making the skin's aging process unavoidable. So how can you get rid of free oxygen radicals that cause skin aging? Fortunately, the human body has something called the antioxidant protection system that removes these free oxygen radicals. It protects the body from free radicals that are naturally generated all the time. The problem is that this system isn't perfect. You need a steady supply of supplements to help create antioxidants in the body, which will help the antioxidant system work better. These include not only endogenous antioxidants such as glutathione, SOD, and coenzyme Q10, but also externally ingested vitamins A, C, and E. There are antioxidant minerals and carotenoids, a pigment that plants have. There are catechins, flavonoids, and more. Some of the representative concepts that originated with antioxidant therapy are anti-aging and de-aging. What's the difference between the two? First of all, anti-aging means blocking the aging process. This means slowing down the body's aging process. Anti-aging is divided into introductory and active stages by age group. Aging begins its progression in the introductory stage among those in their 30s and 40s as their face gradually changes shape. Interest in procedures to regain a sagging jawline or V-shaped face line rises. The active stage begins mainly for people in their 50s and up. Through surgery or invasive procedures, people want to improve their wrinkles for a boost. De-aging, on the other hand, is a more active concept than anti-aging. It strives to make the body young again. It means to stay young by preventing aging. It's a trend that's popular among young people in their 20s and 30s. They prefer to be able to go out or work right after the procedure. Aging skin is not simply an external phenomenon visible from the outside, but something that indicates internal circulation problems in the body. The point is to focus on antioxidants and to be interested in making cells in the skin healthy from a long-term perspective. So let me briefly tell you how the recent trends in the beauty and plastic surgery markets are changing. First of all, more and more customers prefer non-invasive or minimally invasive procedures using ampules or machines over invasive procedures using knives or injections directly into the body. Now the trend is moving away from painful or high-risk procedures or surgeries. Rather than making dramatic changes in a single procedure, they seek a natural look post-procedure and systematic changes through repeated procedures. More and more customers value the overall harmony of their faces rather than just trying to correct a single point. And one more thing is today's key point. The concept is changing from simple anti-aging to de-aging or slow aging. The aging phenomenon starts to become noticeable in people in their early 40s. Rather than surgeries or procedures for an anti-aging effect, there is a growing interest among those in their 20s in preventing wrinkles, maintaining skin elasticity, and facial contouring. Using products including various skin boosters, we tend to take a so-called de-aging approach to slow down aging itself from a young age. Then, what should you do regularly to practice de-aging? I'd like to introduce all of you to a few practical daily life tips for de-aging and making your skin look younger. First of all, you should avoid sun exposure as much as possible. Sun exposure is one of the biggest external stimuli that creates free radicals. Wearing sunglasses as much as possible during outdoor activities is very important because it protects your eyes and the skin around them. Especially since during sunrise and sunset, sunlight comes directly into your eyes. You must wear them at these times of the day. Secondly, it is recommended to habitually apply sunscreen to exposed skin. In particular, it's very important to apply it meticulously to areas that are not completely covered by masks, such as your side cheekbones, temples, and neck. It's usually good to apply 2 milligrams of sunscreen per centimeters of your skin's surface area. If you apply it all over your face, it's usually a coin-size amount. It's good to spread it all over your face. I recommend you apply it meticulously. It's also good to apply it at least once every 2 hours because it gets wiped off during activities. Third, exfoliation of dirt during baths or removing hardened skin at the salon is a habit that dries the skin, causes eczema, and ages the skin and should be avoided. Also, after taking a shower, it is better to apply moisturizer all over your body, including your face, once to twice a day. And fourth, overeating, heavy drinking, and smoking should be avoided because they speed up the aging process. Since eating small portions blocks aging, I recommend that you eat small portions with plenty of fresh fruit and vegetables. This is not to say you should eat a lot, but eat a wide variety of foods. It's important to choose foods that contain various antioxidants mentioned earlier. Here are a few examples. Brown rice, green vegetables, and vegetables are rich in glutathione. Tomatoes contain lycopene, and carrots contain beta-carotene. Oranges and pumpkins are rich in carotenoids such as cryptoxanthin. Green tea is rich in catechin, a type of polyphenol, which has an aging prevention effect. The fifth is oxidative stress, of which stress is the biggest cause. So avoid stress as much as possible while exercising regularly. It's especially important to get enough sleep. During sleep, the pineal gland of your brain releases melatonin, one of the most potent antioxidants. They get released the most between 11 p.m. and 4 a.m., so it's best to make sure you sleep during these times. Lastly, if you choose and use scientifically proven functional cosmetics, you can prevent and heal the effects of aging. You should make sure that clinical research for these products have been done in a proper scientific way. To comprehensively improve the basic functions of your skin, it is most important to choose antioxidant-rich cosmetics which remove the aforementioned free radicals. That concludes my lecture.